and welcome to another edition of Table Talk, where we talk about your questions, topics, things, and stuff that you recommend on Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag TableTalk or on reddit.com/r/SourceFed. My name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Ray Newton. I'm Reina Scully.
I'm like, I can do it in one breath.
I know.
I don't know. Jose Arizmendi says, if you had the choice, what nationality would you want to be reborn into and why?
I want to be white. I want to be white.
So,
I want to be white.
Just really fast, he did say nationality.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Nationality. I was like, I don't know.
The whiteys of America.
Whiteys of anything America. White. That's
really?
Bad. Yeah. Really? Okay, when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of like self-awareness, and everyone around me was white in like New York and New Jersey. Sure. Everyone was white, and then I thought I was like among them, and I never had an accent or anything, so I was like, clearly I'm like blonde and blue-eyed like you. And then
you come to LA and they typecast the shit out of you.
And it's not, but that's like not as bad as being so convinced that you're like among them, and then you see like a picture with like all of you guys, and I'm like the only one that's like. And everybody else is like normal and cute, and I'm like, kawaii!
Kawaii! You're like, guys, where are your peace signs? Guys, figure it out. Oof. No, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know? I would go either Canadian or Irish.
Canadian.
But if we were gonna go race, I would love to be a black dude.
Oh yeah.
It just it's the best time.
Is it because
it's like
of
the best.
Is it because of the reported wiener size?
Bigger, blacker dick.
It's just,
is that it?
Well, I like that this is where both of you went. I'm just thinking.
I'm assuming that's where you're going.
Yeah,
was it because of the mad hops?
Well,
and the way
I like that it's.
Is it the mad hops?
It's so you can jump really high and have a big dick.
Stereotypical thing.
No, because like coming from New York and being Italian and being surrounded by Italians, what you find is that most Italian dudes just try to be black dudes. Like that's it. But they don't.
And that is true.
Only the alpha Italians can pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
And so because. It's just it's so much
he just
better.
wants to win. Let him have it. I don't know.
I noticed this the other day, and I kind of hated myself, but also I laughed. When I pass black dudes, I lean into my step a little more, kind of squint my eyes, like I got like some heavy shit on my mind. It's super weird.
You're going through it, brother.
But it's like it's pointless because I was doing it like as I was walking into a Starbucks, and he was walking out of one.
Excuse me, sir. You're actually in my way. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I love it. You get hard and heavy.
It's so stupid. It's such a stupid lame white dude thing. Anyway, so what about you?
But you've pulled it off before. You pulled off gangster looks before. I've seen photos.
Gangster looks?
Throw up a photo of Phil as a gangster.
Where his hat's like this.
Hat's like this. He's got earrings.
Oh, he's got earrings. Yeah, I forgot he had an earring.
Yeah, I like that you use the word gangster and not
for lack of a I was trying to be nice.
Backwards hat and double earrings.
We've all been through those phases where you're like, what? Who did I think I was?
But no gangster or cool phase starts by like going to Claire's, like in the mall. No, nothing.
You don't know that. You don't know that. He's like, cool. How many carats are these? She's like, well, they're cubic zirconia. So great.
Great.
Okay, where are your crosses and your do-rags?
They sell do-rags there. Did you know? They actually do at Claire's. I saw it once.
She's having a profundity.
It's
crazy. They sell do-rags here.
They do, and there's even a picture of like a black dude. And he's wearing it, and they show you how to do it.
Going in for do-rags.
Yeah, and they're like, if you want to make a bow, though, here's the tutorial on the other side.
A bow? I've never made
out of like a do-rag, like behind, like right here. Like,
I understand that.
Teaching the kids how to
understanding it doesn't mean that it's
touching and reaching out to the youth.
Reaching out to the youth.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea really. I would any culture honestly, because being as super duper white as I am, I'm actually Native American, but no one can ever tell that. And if you look at my brother, he's like super duper chiseled, and he's got a serious bone structure that. Anytime he goes into any casting, anything, they're like, oh, you're Native American, right? And I go in and they're like, oh, you're white as white bread, right? But like, anything that actually had a culture, my boyfriend's Jewish, and so I'm always really like blown away by that culture. And as our culture, like if my family had a culture, it'd be eating a lot and watching Muppet movies. So
that sounds
that's
like
apparently what being white is.
You are part of
I know, I'm part of Steve's Latino family. Yeah, so anything that had a culture, I don't know, I'd be into all of it. But if I could be reborn, and hear me out, Dothraki. You didn't say it had to be real enough this world.
I feel like that's all your answer's gonna end. You didn't say it had to be real.
You didn't qualify it. You didn't qualify it. All right. Oh, why so hipster? Said, if you were able to control one animal with your mind, what would it be? How would you use this power to your advantage? Oh, okay.
Like a new meaning to spirit animal.
Yes. I don't know. Do you know? I know.
I was thinking.
You know.
I was thinking initially maybe like a dog, but I think that some sort of big bird.
See? I know. You think about it, but I'm trying to think of a bird that could actually hold me, because that's the only reason why
no,
I want to be like, ah! And then like jump, and then it, that's the only reason I want a bird.
I was just thinking
so I can
like
ride it.
Easy to use drone. Like,
Really?
that's for me.
No,
That's
I understand that. But I honestly would think, like, I want to ride the animal. So I would think, like, an elephant, and, like, every single time you could control his mind, he just comes stampeding in, and you're like, we're leaving! And you just jump on, and then ride him off into the sunset.
Yeah.
But also a dog. Why? There is so much money to be made for dog YouTube videos. Cute dog YouTube videos, monetize that shit, and just have him, like, control him with my mind, going, like, like ragtime music, and the dog just, like, that thing would hit like so hard. Are you kidding?
I like the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, it's very business.
Oh yeah, we're going on the road. Me and Chauncey. Ooh.
See, but I'm gonna control like my bird, and it's gonna pick up your dog and kill it.
That's one video.
Mean.
One. Oh no, we're hitting it. Have you ever seen that video of that bird that comes and kills the dog playing ragtime music? I just came out of no. Oh God!
What about
So
you?
1 billion
great.
hits. I want something big and strong, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I get the allure of
Soundbite
flying,
that.
though. That sounds amazing. But what bird is big enough
That's
to
what
pick
I'm
us up?
saying. Albatross, but even then,
Even
I'm gonna
then.
have to lose a few lbs because I feel so bad. It just keeps losing altitude.
Please.
Just exhausted.
Yeah, I guess, but I want something big. I want like a reason to be powerful. Yeah,
Rhino. Rhino's
Rhinos
pretty
are
solid.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
I heard
lion.
hippopotami are like the most beastly animals.
They're
I think they're
aggressive.
reckless, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like they'll just.
I have no knowledge
They'll, like,
of anything.
Haven't you ever seen that YouTube video of the hippopotamus that like full on attacks and kills a walligator? Or a crocodile? I always get
say
the
a
Alligator?
An alligator.
Oh, okay.
Alligator.
I was like, is this a new animal?
A walligator. Haven't you seen that? Like he's like the guy's like dun it, and he just literally goes like, and it's like, oh Jesus, hippos on point, hungry hippos.
point.
They weren't joking.
For sure.
Or lion.
A lion is a pretty
I love
solid
lions.
one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because did you know they hug and love
Christian
you when you
lion.
came back? You came back and they're like, I love you, and you're like, oh,
Exactly.
you're gonna eat me.
Did you see Christian the lion? Oh, he did that.
They did that. It's like, okay, so these two men like raised him
Hippies.
and then hippies.
Like crazy hippies.
Crazy hippies raised him and then like released him out into the wild and then came back like 10 years later or something.
Oh, and they
I'm
do
botching
that.
all of it. And then he literally was like, I haven't seen you in so long.
And they hug.
And
She
they hug,
hugs them.
But the camera stops. So it could literally be like a hug. Disembowel. Oh no, Christian, no.
Wait, who wants to jump in here?
Oh, I
Do it.
Forever bulking.
Bro.
Ew, bro.
Come on, bro.
Super gross,
Fitbit,
bro. Hey, yeah, you got a Fitbit, bro? What you been up to lately? This guy.
What reps you doing?
Fitbit.
And steps.
Solid reps.
Reps and steps, bro.
Solid reps and
Oh
steps.
no.
What's the
That's
other
a
thing
that's
that
a
you
stupid
do?
douche like tank top shirt.
Reps and steps, bro.
Yeah.
Pinterest.
I'm gonna Pinterest that.
If you had the power, which TV show would you bring back, same cast and crew, and which TV show would you stop prematurely? Like, for example, stopping Lost in season 3 to 4.
I feel like I've answered this already.
Have you?
I feel like I would bring back Carnival. It was fucking phenomenal. It was unreal. It was so good. It had such a great cast. It was creepy, but it was almost like 10 years ago, however long it was. I feel like it was 10 or 8 years ago or something like that, right, Drew? Drew's on point.
I saw it at like a Blockbuster, so it has to be 10 years ago.
It was like 8 years ago. It was like what American Horror Story is now. It was kind of what Carnival was. And so it was so good. And it was such an excellently acted. And it was HBO, which is always so much better than most everything. I'd bring back Carnival and I would stop Lost prematurely because that got into bullshit territory that frustrated me to no end.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
Walking Dead's kind of getting there for me. I'm
You
like,
think so?
think so?
I feel like
I'm
it's up
just
and
like,
down.
I'm like, oh, who are we gonna kill next? You're like, you're trying to be people that you're not. So stop.
I see.
You know?
I would continue Firefly.
Oh, yeah, that's a solid one.
I was gonna say Freaks and Geeks, but I think that one's mainly nostalgia.
I know.
It stopped perfectly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
one of those, like, maybe it was because around the time you didn't see a lot of stuff like that, so
Yeah,
that's why it was like,
for
whoa.
sure.
But yeah, I'm like,
But yeah, I think
it
it
worked
is, because
out.
when you go back and watch it, you're like, I like it. I liked it a lot more then. I was
Yeah.
like so on board with it then. But yeah, that is it. Firefly's a solid one.
and then
Solid
I would end Big Bang Theory early so I could be not as angry during TV award shows.
Yes!
When it beats things that
Oh,
are,
really?
like,
That same guy who's
probably
done that
way
same
better.
role really well. That's probably really just him.
I'm just basing it off of like when they do like the preview of the show and then like they show the joke and that's the thing that's supposed to pull you in and I'm like, I hate you
I hate you. Yeah.
so much. It's just
I feel
me
like
though.
In
we've
Big
actually
Bang?
discussed this
Big
in Big
Bang
Bang
Theory.
because it is so sitcom.
It is.
Silicon Valley. If you've watched it now,
So
I feel like
good.
that is what Big Bang Theory was trying to be. Was trying to get in that nerd niche and trying to like really hit that. That Silicon Valley is like an actual show for nerds to be like, oh, this is our shit. Instead of like, well, if you want to live long and prosper, you're gonna have to want like. I'm a virgin. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Seriously? It's exhausting.
Just beating you over the head
Just
with
like, oh
stereotypes.
God, tell me more about Captain John Luke. Like, I get it.
For Big Bang, though, have you ever gone back and seen like the first season? It
Yeah.
is so freaking different.
Yeah.
It
Really?
was better than I think.
I'm gonna bet, because
Yeah.
then they try and do like a weird like love romance, and you're like, cause that's happening.
Yeah.
Really? Tell me more about, like, cause she has like, she dates the guy that's like a total like nerd. Not that that could never happen, but like this girl's clearly a moron. This guy, how frustrated would that couple get constantly?
They even
you
bring
know?
it up too. That,
Yeah, and they're like, well, she's a need. He's a nerd. She's a beauty. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You're like, they're gonna break up.
Did you ever see
Season
that
three.
that terrible reality show where it would pair like the really,
Oh,
really smart guys with
yes.
just like the really, really like attractive women?
no, what is
Yes,
that?
but it was
What
like
is it
also
called?
like it was what was it called? Oh,
What
hold
is
on.
that? That
Beauty and
sounds-
the Geek.
Yeah,
Beauty
it
and
was
the Geek.
it's terrible.
But that
It's terrible.
sounds so good.
Because it's also like they took the farthest end of the spectrum. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
took like the girls are like, and then I wanted to know if I could. My shoes are on backwards. It was just- they took those girls, and then they took the guys that were clear like spectrum, and were like terrified to be in a room. You're
Like
like,
mouth
Why are you here? Go back to your home. Like, get your data and go back.
You're dead.
It was just, but they were just like, and she walked in, she was very
And they would always
attractive.
go for like the most attractive of the geeky dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it was
whatever.
just unreal. It
What
was
would you
so
bring back,
sad.
though?
I would so bring back Two Guys and a Girl.
Oh, I love
So
that
bring
show.
back. Wait,
that
was
was
it-
a great show.
So good.
Wait, was that with Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds?
Reynolds,
Wow,
yeah,
that's right.
man.
I forgot.
And that other guy that they thought was gonna take off that didn't. Oh, that guy.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
hi, I
It's
was
the
the
guy
guy
that
in
played
Two
Pete.
Guys and a Girl. Yeah, his name is Pete. And then she was like a really cute girl that's been in a lot of other shit too. But yeah, Two Guys and a Girl was great.
She's in Monk. She's in
Oh, yeah,
Monk.
she's in
yeah,
Monk.
she's in Monk.
I
So
forgot.
she
Yeah,
is-
that's where I fell in love with Ryan
Sharon.
Reynolds.
Yeah, he's
Reynolds,
great.
man.
Because remember it goes like two guys, a girl in a pizza place, and then they're like, that's
Two
way
guys,
too
a girl.
long.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I loved that one. That was a really good one.
It was good.
Yeah.
The humor was so, I don't know, like it felt so adult. Like when I looked back at it, I was really young when I was watching it on its first like go around, and then I watched it again, and I was like, would I understand this joke?
any of this?
This
Yeah.
is pretty sexual, and
love
I
that.
was like, and
And you were like, Mom, Dad, why'd you let me watch this? You were there with
why
me.
did you sit with me?
What show would you stop prematurely?
It has to be not prematurely. I would just manipulate it. It would be How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
9 years later.
Yeah. I really liked the way it ended though because
I didn't see it.
Okay,
Don't
sorry.
spoil it. I'm just
Sorry.
kidding. I've never watched it, so.
Oh,
spoil it.
really?
Yeah, I never watched it. I assume from the get-go, was mom, or did you watch it?
I
You
don't
gonna
watch the series, no. I'm
Did
good.
mom?
I already know the answer to it.
Spoiler alert! Blah, blah, blah! Hey, don't ruin it!
Stuff.
I'm
Don't
assuming
watch.
that the mother wasn't around. So either drugs, which would never happen on CBS, or the other one.
You're completely wrong.
Really? I'm completely wrong?
No, you're actually completely
Damn it.
right.
Yeah. I assumed that from the get-go. I was like, why is this kid talking to his kids forever?
Yeah.
Does she never tell him a bedtime story?
Oh,
Where's the absent mother? I
Yeah.
assumed it's because she...
The twist at the end is phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie because it makes sense, and also I also think I like it because I predicted it, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Fucking got it right.
That is a
also
special
think-
kind of high.
That is it,
really
yeah, when
is.
you're just like, knew it! I knew it!
Knew it!
Knew it!
I screamed. Yeah, just like that. I
Yeah.
screamed. I was like, I said this! Who was around when I
Years
said
ago,
this?
right? I
Like,
know.
seriously.
But I do think that is a really heartbreaking thing when you think of that for 9 years. He's been using them as his own personal psychologist. Just hashing out all these memories of mom and his friends. You're like, Dad, go to therapy. For the love
We
of
have
God.
shit to do.
No, kids, this one time they're like, can we please go to bed?
We're slowly
We
messing
don't
us
care
up.
about Uncle Barney and we're very young to be telling this story.
That's true.
The shit that he tells, you're
You're
like,
so
they're
right.
children, Bob Saget. They're children. Bob Saget does the voice.
I like that. Yeah, a lot. I
Makes
also
sense.
like that a lot of people don't realize that Bob Saget is a dirty bastard.
Dirty
He's-
bastard.
Dirty bastard.
Do people not know that?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
they should.
They
They
should,
should, yeah,
yeah.
But I mean, like, if you don't look at any of his stand-up and you literally just look at like what Full House,
Yeah,
and,
and, yeah.
America's Funniest Home Videos,
He's just like, America's Funniest
But then
Videos.
Entourage.
And
You
then,
see him in
yeah,
Entourage
he
and you're
comes out
like,
and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just like,
who are you?
yeah, but on
Who
Entourage,
the hell?
like everyone's the dick version
The
of
dick
themselves.
exaggerated. Yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
Like,
I
Leah-
do love that. We saw Turtle the other day, and it was really funny because Turtle was walking down, and of course we don't know his name. I think it's Jerry.
You called him
something.
Turtle.
And he was walking down, and my boyfriend was like, "Oh, that's Turtle," and literally we see some guy go, "Turtle!"
I feel
felt so bad
I
for
feel
him in
bad
that
for
moment.
bro characters because they're gonna just get yelled
Because
at.
you're gonna get screamed at by dudes. Turtle!
Also, I love that on any show that goes over 3-4 years, the guy that's like the fat guy
It's
always loses weight.
always loses weight.
Always.
Always.
'Cause he's
Except
like-
for, hear me out, Lost. One
Yeah,
island with
well-
nothing but coconuts and canned food.
I wonder
and
if they,
Hurley was,
like-
on point sticking to it.
I wonder if like they wouldn't let him lose weight. They're like,
I'm gonna bet they would
well, because they would
It
always
would make sense with the story
Yeah.
if they did let him.
if they
lose
did
weight.
let him
Yeah.
lose weight on an island where he was there for.
Oh, I just meant because
while.
of all like the flashbacks and shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I
That
mean,
does make perfect sense.
fat suits
That
exist.
suits exist and padding and all of that. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. Is that I was like, the one time when that would have actually made storyline sense to be like, oh, he just keeps losing weight. 'Cause
There
he's
should
on
just
an
be
island.
one episode. What are you eating?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
I wanted to know that episode where you just come back and he's just like, ugh.
He's like, it's like,
It's like, oh my god, the Maggie Grace character didn't die like that. He's been eating.
right next to the plane filled with like all the little what was it, little Jesuses. There's a hostess cake, cupcake like plane for some reason, and he's just like been hoarding it the entire
The
time.
entire time. I felt so, I was just like, I don't know. Everyone else is shamed. Dominic Moynihan's hairline is completely different now.
But I actually think that last one is a fantastic one. What show would
Oh,
you kill off early on? Let's say season 1. It
Yeah.
has to have happened. And then what show would you bring back? I'd love to know. Lee probably would too.
I would too.
Maybe Reina. I'm not sure though.
Possibly.
I would
Reina.
like to know.
Oh!
What does that smell? It smells like chocolate.
It's my coffee. I put Nesquik in it.
Good. Anyway, my name's Philip DeFranco. Yes.
I'm Reina Scully.
But look at that.